I had a pregnancy that ended as an ectopic pregnancy, and I kept hearing everybody talk about Tami Kent, Wild Feminine Tami Kent. I was like, oh, the book. So I got the book and I read through it, and it was so inspiring. She really helped me process a lot of grief around losing a pregnancy, not taking it to term, and then helped me identify a lot of other potential that I had. And then I started weaving in a lot of what I read through the book into giving birth to a new business. I opened this studio. And now that I'm more inspired by Tami, I've begun to weave more blessings and metaphors and ritual into both my life and into my teaching.
Tami's book is so phenomenal because it has a story that it tells. It's very fluid. And then there's the whole do-it-yourself holistic pelvic care, which is just phenomenal. And there's even a little part in the back that talks about how to start your own book club. And so a group of women and I got together and we did a little Wild Feminine book club. They share things with each other through this book, through the discussion of this book, that they wouldn't otherwise get to. There's a place of intimacy that comes through the blessings that are in the book, and the process that you take as you follow that, the chapters, the different chapters together.
For me, it's about just centering into my body and just kind of energetically looking at where, for me, mostly that I hold fear and where I'm really tense and what I'm walling up. And then as soon as I can kind of name those things and let that go, then I feel more myself. It allows me to feel creative. It frees me up my writing, you know, and I feel more patient with my son. You know, it just opens everything up. So the book's been really amazing for me that way. And I can see too that there's so much more in the book that I have yet to really discover. But right now it feels like even this little bit makes a huge difference.
I have a business teaching self-care workshops for women, and I'm also a university professor. One of the reasons why I chose to teach this particular text, we were examining self-care practice and women's issues from a multifaceted perspective. She really presents this idea of intimate body knowledge, connecting with the sacred feminine in a way that is, inobtrusive, simple, really elegantly guided. And so I thought it would be a great introduction to a deeper practice. And it was. I found Wild Feminine to be really wonderful.
It was just before I was due to leave for a trip for Japan. So I read it between Portland and Tokyo and didn't sleep the whole flight. And it just resonated in so many ways. And I think for me, that's what's stuck with me the most. Understanding that I carry not only my own power, but that of my mother, who died when I was 14, and my grandmother, who immigrated from Poland and cut off her roots there. So the suggestion to look into your lineage and own that. There's so many lessons for menopausal women in this book too. And in maybe for a lot of us, re-owning that part of our body and creativity.
This last year, I went through treatment, radiation, and chemo through the whole summer. I've been doing a lot of deep work, and literally at the root. To be able to go to that place and live through it, it's how you carry on your life after then, and how you heal. We work with Tami, that's her life, right? She is all about that healing that takes place and that needs to take place. And then teaching us, through this book and through her work, like how to actually be responsible for our own healing and for our own life and for that connection.